So I've played Adam Warlock since the very start, and even became Lord with him. Now it's time for me to share what I know about this character to you guys. Before we know how to play Adam, we have to know a bit about him. To put it short, Adam Warlock was created to be the perfect being, a golden hero powered by cosmic energy. When the time stream went wild, he sealed himself in a cocoon and started getting visions of huge threats across the multiverse. He connected with Odin, who warned him about a growing darkness, and even Bast, the panther goddess, whose voice sounded corrupted. Then a fallen celestial reached out, revealing that the source of all this corruption was Null, the king in black, an ancient god of darkness who once ruled the void. Null's influence dragged Adam towards Clintar, the symbiote homeworld, where Adam finally broke free of his cocoon. Realizing Null was regaining strength and preparing to spread his darkness across the universe, Adam vowed to fight back and become the light against Null's shadows. Adam's left click is called Quantum Magic. It's a quick hit scan that you can hit from anywhere. For those of you wondering, hit scan means there is no travel distance, meaning wherever you click is wherever the bullet is going to end up. This is solid for consistent damage and especially good against flyers. Also, just listen to the headshot sound. Crisp. His right click is called Cosmic Clutter. Hold it to charge up his staff and release up to 5 energy blasts. These are not hit scan but projectiles. You can weave it with his primary fire to speed up damage output, though it eats more ammo. You should always be using this ability when engaging for free damage. Try to use it from cover to charge safely, and also try to destroy equipment, as your team probably won't. The Lightstream is Adam's main healing ability. It's a bouncing heal that can hit 2 allies and heals yourself a little too, or fully if no ally is targeted. Look away from allies if you need to fully heal yourself. This can be used when being dived by a BP, for example. You've got 2 charges, so make sure you use them wisely, or you'll be stuck in a situation where your teammates will beg you for healing when you can't. Now, the strongest ability in Adam's kit is called Soul Bond. This links Adam to nearby teammates so everyone shares incoming damage. They also get a small heal over time effect. If Adam would die, he hangs on with 1 HP as long as the bond is up. It will break after 6 seconds, or if there's too much damage, or if allies move out of range. This is basically a mini ult and can be used to survive a wonder ult up close. Adam also has a passive called Regenerative Cocoon. Instead of respawning at base, Adam comes back from a cocoon he drops on the map. While waiting, you can move his soul around to pick where he'll pop back in. This is great for getting back to the fight insanely fast, which no other support can do. Just make sure you don't respawn in the enemy's face, unless you're me. Warlock's ult is called Karmic Revival. It creates a zone that revives fallen teammates for 10 seconds. Each ally can only be revived once per ult, but they come back invincible for a short time and gain shield. The zone is centered on Adam even if he is in the cocoon. This means you can float around and collect dead allies that are out of your range. This ult used to be hard to use as allies would not have extra shield. This is why people would consider Adam's ult to be horrible compared to the rest. But with his recent buff, you could get away with more risky reses that could clutch a whole team fight. So use it wisely. Although he is the perfect human, Adam does have weaknesses. One of them being that he has no mobility. He's got nothing to escape divers or flankers, so once enemies jump him, he's in trouble. If you hear yummy yummy, pray that the Jeff doesn't target you, because you cannot get out of that ult. You can also cast ult, but it could be a waste. Another weakness is his long cooldowns. On his passive, the Cocoon Revive takes 105 seconds, so you can't rely on it as often. Also, if you use Soul Bond and die, the cooldown won't reset, meaning you could have to wait 30 seconds plus to come back. Try to be clever and not waste Soul Bond, as it is a crazy good ability. Also, his charge shot and primary fire share the same ammo, so you can burn through it fast, meaning more reloads. And Adam takes a while to reload. While Adam can burst heal a lot, he struggles with consistent healing. His bouncing heal also depends on teammates being close, so positioning means a ton. The problem with his ultimate is it has a small range. If teammates are too far, they won't get revived, so it is extremely risky for Adam to go and collect the dead allies. Adam is also super vulnerable while casting the ult, and if he gets stopped before placing it, the ult goes on cooldown anyways. And of course, he can't revive himself. Adam's great against certain heroes and a nightmare against others. First up, Adam shreds flyers like Iron Man, Ultron, Storm, Human Torch, Moon Knight when gliding, and Phoenix when flying. His primary fire is hit scan, which means if they are in the air, you can pick them off really consistently. Even if you don't kill them, you force them to respect your damage and back off. He's also really good against dive characters like Cap, Hulk, Venom, Thor, Iron Fist, BP, Magic, or Spider-Man, as long as he himself is not being targeted. His Soul Bond basically nullifies their damage, and his burst healing lets him undo the damage they've caused. And then there's the big AoE ults like Scarlet Witch or Hela. Normally they wipe a team by themselves, but Adam's Soul Bond and his ultimate can completely flip those fights. Instead of your team getting deleted, you get to re-engage with a second chance. Now the bad news is Adam hates dive when being targeted. If a dive character gets on you, you're in big trouble. You have no mobility, so once you've used your cooldowns, they're in your face and now you're relying on your team to peel for you. He also struggles against characters with extremely high damage, like Squirrel Girl or Phoenix. Yes, he can heal straight back to full instantly, but it makes him use all of his cooldowns. These characters will keep damaging you until you've got nothing in your arsenal and pair extremely well with their dive teammates. And lastly, characters with shields counter Adam. This is because Adam's role is to do chip damage from range while healing. If a shield is blocking the path, it can't enable him to get damage or picks. These characters include Doctor Strange, Magneto, Emma Frost, and Invisible Woman's shield. Adam has had 2 team-ups over the seasons. The first one was with Star-Lord and Mantis, which got Adam's Cocoon revival so they can pop back up after dying. This was great for super aggressive comps since teammates basically get a free extra life. Adam's new team-up is with Luna Snow. Luna links to nearby enemies and any damage she does will be converted to healing for herself. This makes her way harder to dive since she heals while fighting and is super survivable. In short, the old teammate equals extra lives for reckless plays, and the new team up equals Luna becomes self-healing and harder to kill. Adam has always been the anchor of the team ups and never got a new ability for himself. Hopefully, one day. So, where does Adam fit in the current meta? Honestly, he's a bit of a niche support, but a really strong one if you build around him. Adam's more of a clutch hero. He doesn't always keep your team topped up, but when things get messy, he can turn a lost fight into a win. Right now, Adam pairs super well with frontline tanks because they give him the breathing room he needs. He's also great if your team has squishy DPS that die a lot, since his ult basically says, nope, try again. Overall, Adam's not S tier in solo queue, but in coordinated play, he's terrifying. If your team plays around him, he becomes one of the most impactful supports in the game. So, that's Adam Warlock. He's the high damage support who can keep his team alive with clutch heals, soul bond, and even team-wide revives, but only if everyone stays grouped up around him. He's got some of the strongest playmaking tools in the game, but also some of the biggest weaknesses like no mobility, long cooldowns, and a lot of reliance on his teammates. If you play smart, time your abilities right, and position well, Adam can easily swing entire fights in your favor. Just don't expect to solo carry, he really is as strong as the team around him. Anyways, that's my Adam Warlock guide. Let me know in the comments what hero you want me to cover next. And if this helped you a lot, drop a like and a sub, it would be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.